Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Zeke-ollege football's New Mexico Dynasty. Uh, I'm very excited to bring this one. We're going to do some recruiting, and then we're going to get into our first actual game. Right now, we're looking at Josh Hunt. He's a player that we want to bring in right outside linebacker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact friends and family for him, and then we were looking around. And I wanted to get back over and see some of these other players because we get a good look at how well we're doing for some of them. Let's look at Rico Vieira. He's someone who we want in our quarterback room. Same with Braden Irving as well. Definitely some players that have some good traits that we want to bring in. So looking at Braden Irving, we offered him a scholarship. We are not near the top of his board. And there isn't really anything that would bring him to our school. So for Rico Vieira, we're going to send the house. That race looks pretty open. USC doesn't have that much of a lead, and it seems like we could really get in there and make a difference. And then for Jeff Chun, no one's offered him a scholarship yet. Curious to see how that will go. So we're going to offer him a scholarship, and we're also going to put 10 points on to DM the player as well, just to really, make that difference. But you know what? Screw that. We're adding in contacting friends and family as well. So we're taking off the DMing the player and adding in contacting friends and family. So 25 points onto Jeff Chun. For Weatherby, I'm not exactly sold on him. Neither am I with Michelle. But let's look at Alex Yates. Good player. Certainly someone that we would want. We're going to send the house on him. And then for Jimmy Shepley, again, unfortunately, he is a bust. But we're going to send the house on him as well. Use up some more of those hours. He is someone that there's going to be some fierce competition for. A lot of other schools are going for him. So we might need to look elsewhere for some other players. Now, one of the things I neglected to really look at was defense. And our defense is not great. Our offense isn't great. We're really struggling in terms of just how we are as a team. And some of the positions that we could really use are some linebackers and some ends as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at defensive tackle, some build up our defensive line a little bit. I see Steve Villa and Enrique Maragos as well, so we're going to look at them, and then we're going to pop over to middle linebacker. It's always important to have a user for your dynasty, someone that you feel comfortable maneuvering around and seeing how they are. So we still have plenty of points left to scout some of these players. So Enrique Maragos, we're looking at him, and he looks all right. He's not going to be amazing. Steve Villa, also looking okay. Nothing too special there. And then for Juan Bahema, we are going to scout some of him and then scout some of Tony Toner. What a name, Tony Toner. I want him on my team just for that. But we're going to offer a scholarship to Tony, and we are going to put 10 points on to DM the player. And you know what? We're probably not going to get Shepley. Sort of resigning myself to that. So we're probably not going to get Shepley. So we're going to take off send the house. And we're going to just drop him down to contact friends and family. So we have a couple more points to spend. Maybe offer a scholarship to Juan Bahema. Or maybe Enrique Maragos. We'll look at him a little bit more. Or maybe Steve Villa. And we are going to choose to offer the scholarship to Villa. We are going to then add 10 points on to him to DM the player. And then we are going to offer a scholarship to Juan Bahema as well, and 5 points to search the social media just to close it out. So then we will get into our first game against FCS Northwest very shortly. So we are going to show off the home uniform. That's what we're going to do. Just classic home uniform for the first game of the season. Silver helmet with the cherry jersey and silver pants. So I'm going to pass it over to the commentary team, and we will get on with the video. Here's to you, Zeke. Hello, everybody, and welcome to University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as we have a matchup between the New Mexico Lobos and the visiting FCS Northwest Sharks. A good return out to about the 23-yard line. And we will get our first look at Devin Dampier, the freshman from Arizona. He has been electric throughout all of camp, and he earned this starting job. And the first play going to be a handoff off to the right side. Couple broken tackles for Andrew Henry. And he will power his way for a 6-yard gain all the way out to the 29-yard line. Dampier will hand the ball off to Henry yet again. Big hit on Henry, and he stopped. It's 3rd and 3 coming up. Now, it's week 0, a lot of opportunities for some national recognition here. Not a lot of games on. This is one of 4 here this week, so a lot of eyes going to be on this game and on this program as they pick up the first down off that wheel route. Pass goes to the tight end, and he will gain 4 yards before he is stopped up. Now, right here, I was trying to adjust a setting about how it showed like a little pop-up of what to do. I wasn't a huge fan of that, so I will hopefully have it fixed before future uploads. But yeah, that was what I was trying to do there. But back to the game. So 2nd and 6 is where they will have the football. Dampier looking, firing, and batted away. Good play by the linebacker to swat that one down. And it's 3rd and 6 now after the incompletion. Motions the back out to the right. He will pass to Henry. Henry unable to pick up the first down, tackle just short. And it will be a punt on the first drive of the game for the Lobos. This one with a good bounce, and it's stopped up at the 8-yard line. So a good punt for New Mexico, and it will trap the Sharks deep inside their own territory. Now, the Sharks offense is mainly controlled by their running back Yearwood. He breaks a couple tackles there, finally brought to the ground after a loss of 4 yards. So Tavion Yearwood not off to a great start on his first carry. But he is quick, and this one handed off to Yearwood. Yearwood slicing up the field, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Yearwood is gone. No one's going to catch him all the way down the field. Touchdown Sharks. And they will strike first. A huge run by Tavion Yearwood. And the PAT is up and good. And it is 7-0. FCS Northwest. Kickoff. Fielded And this one, a good return all the way out to the 29-yard line by Miller, but the Lobos need to get something going after that explosive play by Yearwood. Dampier rolling out. He's showing off a little bit of that speed, and he's going to slide down after picking up the first. Devin Dampier showing off his legs a little bit all the way to the New Mexico side of the 46-yard line, taking a shot deep downfield, and that one's batted away. Tried to stretch the ball deep, but unable to complete it. And it's 2nd and 10. Dampier looking, firing. Pass a little bit too strong there for his wide receiver on the slant. And now it's 3rd and 10. Devin Dampier rolling out, firing, and it is caught for first down yardage. A good catch there by Pope to keep his feet in bounds and move the chains. So now Lobos into Sharks territory for the first time today. And they will hand the ball off, and a good pickup by Henry gets them 8. So Henry showing off what he can do. And another handoff here as Henry will pick up the first down. Still going, and finally brought down. But another good run by Henry. So 1st and 10. Dampier back to pass. Looking, fires, touchdown, Lobos. Dampier with a strike. And this game is even. 7 apiece. Kickoff. Deep. And another tackle will bring them down. It will be 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Handoff to Yearwood. Another couple broken tackles, but he stopped up after a gain of just 2 on that play. So 2nd and 8 now for the Sharks, still inside their own 20-yard line. This one, a jet touch pass and a broken tackle, and this one's fumbled. But it's recovered by the Sharks. A heads-up play to hop on that one by the tight end. 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff goes to Yearwood, and he is stopped up. 2nd and 10. Was able to get to the 30, but no more yardage other than that. The quarterback fires, broken tackle, and DeJuan Williams all the way to the Lobos 40-yard line. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. FCS Northwest trying to strike again. Looking, fires, finds his man, Austin Chaney. Got past the defense, and Chaney put it on the money. All the way inside the 10-yard line to the 9. Handoff, Yearwood. Gains about 2, but it's still 2nd and goal. And FCS Northwest trying to regain their lead. This one, fires, caught, touchdown, Sharks. And this one might be on upset alert, folks, because FCS Northwest has their second lead of the game. It's 14-7 with 24 seconds left here in this first quarter. Miller back to return. Slicing upfield. And he will get to about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Lobos will start their 3rd drive of the day. First one petered out, second one ended in a score. Handoff to Henry. Big room for Andrew Henry up the middle, all the way up to the 41-yard line. A good gain on that play. And as time will continue to tick down, they'll get one last snap off before the end of the quarter and a good completion to Henry. But that will do it for the first quarter. So after one quarter, it is 14-7 in favor of FCS Northwest. And that has been because of Yearwood. He has been fantastic coming out of the backfield as we get set to get started here. 2nd and 3, Dampierre gonna roll out and misfire on another slant pass. Just cannot connect on that one. 3rd and 3, Dampierre looking, firing, and a good contested catch there by his wide receiver Wysong. Way to hold on to that and pick up the first down. Handoff to Henry. Andrew Henry powering forward. Gain of 5 on the play, and it's 2nd and 5 now for the senior halfback. This one going to be kept by Devin Dampierre, and he will slide after a gain of 3, and it's 3rd and 2. Looking, and he is sacked, brought down by Cade Bentley. And it's 4th and 9, and they're going to go for this. Outside of field goal range, Devin Dampierre going to roll out, use his legs, and pick up the first down. A great play by Devin Dampierre to find the open space and move the chains. Gonna hand this one off up the middle. Henry breaking a couple tackles and powering forward for a gain of 7 on the play. All the way inside the red zone now are the Lobos. This one snapped, hiked, fired, end zone, caught, touchdown, Pope. The second passing touchdown of the day for Devin Dampierre. And the Lobos have evened up the score. It's 14-all. Rodriguez getting ready for the kick. This one booted way deep. And that will bring it out to the 25-yard line. FCS Northwest has pretty much moved the ball at will against this defense. Clancy. Fake reverse. Big handoff. Another big gain. Yearwood all the way inside the 40-yard line of the Lobos. Another big handoff. And he is up over 130 yards on the game. Clancy pass finds Yearwood. And Yearwood, end zone touchdown. Another touchdown to add to his tally. He is having himself a game of 39-yard strike to the end zone. And that PAT is up and good. So we are entering shootout territory now, 21-14 in favor of the FCS Northwest Sharks. Pope now on the return. Tries to break a tackle, gets out to the 25-yard line. And that is where Devin Dampierre and this Lobos offense will get to work. Fires. And that one incomplete, couldn't get the feet down in bounds. Devin Dampierre now. Screen pass. This one finds Andrew Henry. Henry slicing upfield. And he will pick up first down yardage off the halfback slip screen. Now a handoff up the middle. Henry able to gain about 5 yards or so, but not much more than that. 2nd and 5, the handoff. Andrew Henry stopped up after a gain of 3. So it's another crucial third down. Devin Dampierre rolling, firing, and it is incomplete, intended for the tight end. Wasn't able to hang on through contact. 4th and 2 coming up. They're going to go for this. And another clutch catch by Wysong to pick up the first. They have really relied on him in those contested catch situations. But with time ticking down, we have reached the 2-minute warning. 21-14 in favor of FCS Northwest. Dampierre rolling out and getting sacked. Huge loss. Heath Maddox brought him down. But a loss of 11 on the play. And it's 2nd and 21. Looking, firing, finds Andrew Henry for first down yardage. A good pitch and catch there by Devin Dampierre. And he's really been all that's been advertised. He's been pretty accurate with the football, good decision making, no turnovers. And this one a handoff to Henry. He's up to around 74 yards on the game. Looking for a slant, finds his target. And another completion by Devin Dampierre, 141 yards on the game. This one, snap, fires, end zone, touchdown Wysong. Luke Wysong able to hang on to that one. And the hometown New Mexico kid able to get his team back to an even ball game, 21-21. Rodriguez will kick this one off, and Bullock will not return it out of the end zone. So starting at the 25-yard line, minute 12 seconds, and all 3 timeouts for the Sharks to work with. Dropping back, finds his man all the way to the 50-yard line. So continuing to move the ball is Clancy and the Sharks. They're at midfield, minute 7 left to play. He's dropping back, looking incomplete. Tried to get the ball to Yearwood, but Bryson Taylor knocked that one away. And it's 2nd down. Clancy. Looking, scanning. That one is caught, but short of the line to gain. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Sharks on the plus side of New Mexico State. New Mexico. As that one going to be brought down, a huge play to sack him back. And Tyler Keeney gets in, and it's going to force a punt from the Sharks. So with 54 seconds or so, New Mexico will get the ball at their own 33-yard line. So potential to go and take the lead to end the first half here for New Mexico. Dampierre. Looking. Fires. And a tough contested catch there. Not the best decision by Dampierre, but it paid off for him as Medford brought that one in. Fires out to the outside, caught by Wysong, and that's going to be another quick timeout by the Lobos. So 2nd and 4 now, with Henry in the backfield. Fires too strong for Pope. 3rd and 4, just trying to get into field goal range, put some points on the board. They're going to toss this one, and Henry beats the defense. Touchdown, Lobos. Andrew Henry up to nearly 100 receiving yards on the game. And New Mexico with a 28-21 lead. As this one booted deep, and it will be returned by the Sharks. We'll see what they can do with just 23 seconds left on the clock. Pressure coming. Looking and fired away. An incompletion for Cheney. And now we're looking at 2nd and 10. Yearwood, broken tackles continuing to go, but finally brought down. He picks up a first down, but able to be corralled at the 27. 5, 4, 3, one last play of the half, and Yearwood unable to break this one off. And for everyone's convenience, we're just going to skip over halftime and get right on to the second half. Score 28-21 in favor of the New Mexico Lobos. As we start the third quarter of play, big boot off to the end zone, and Bullock will take a knee. So the Sharks will start at the 25-yard line, trailing for the first time all game, 28-21. Chancey. Hand off to Yearwood, not nearly as much running room as he had in the first half. He had a fantastic first quarter specifically, breaking off a big run, and then a long touchdown reception as well. Fires, and it is caught, but out of bounds with a loss of 2. So 3rd and 12 to start off the first drive of the third quarter. A screen pass, and Yearwood knocked out of bounds, so it will be 4th and 3. And they're going to be forced to punt this ball away. Deep kick. Fielded by Pope, and he is tackled out of bounds immediately, but good starting field position for the Lobos here in the third quarter. Devin Dampier will start off this drive with a handoff to Henry. He'll go for only a gain of 1. And 2nd and 9 now from the 43-yard line. Looks like he's audibling the play. And he will find his wide receiver, and Medford will pick up the first down off that drag route. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Henry. And 2nd and 8. Now for the Lobos, Devin Dampier. He will keep it himself and will be tackled for a loss of 4 all the way back at the 48-yard line. So the Lobos starting to move backwards here. Still in plus territory. As this one fired and completed and caught for the first down. A big-time play by Jones, the tight end, to pick that one up. Found himself streaking wide open right through the middle of the defense. Handoff to Henry. Good juke move. And tripped up after a gain of 8. So 2nd and 2 now from the 15-yard line. Devin Dampier. Play action. Dumps it off to another tight end. This one is Buckler. And they'll pick up the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. They can still pick up another first down here. As Henry Looks like they might want to sub him out of the game here. And they're going to bring in Eli Sanders. Or it looks like they're going to attempt to bring in Eli Sanders. But he's listed as a fullback on their roster. But 2nd and 9. Pass fired, intended for Bruckler, and incomplete. So it's 3rd down and essentially 3rd and goal. Dampier looking. And he will keep it himself, run it in. Touchdown, Lobos. Another great play by Devin Dampier. And the lead is now up to 14. It's 35-21. With about 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. This one booted deep. And it will be returned. But not getting much, only out to the 18-yard line. And FCS Northwest going to need to get something going here if they want to come back in this game. Fires on the drag route. Caught, but not a lot of room to work for Anderson Lagerum. Cheney will keep it himself and take a huge hit. My goodness. What a big hit delivered to the quarterback. But he gets up and he's fine. 1st and 10. Another long run for Yearwood. Broken tackle gets him to about midfield. They'll mark him a yard short. All the way to the 49-yard line of the Sharks. Another handoff to Yearwood. He will get tackled in the backfield. 2nd and 11 now. Cheney. And this one, he is toppled. So, not a lot of space. This one fired, almost intercepted, but he gets the ball to his tight end. And that was a close call if you're the Sharks. Brings him in motion. Handoff to Roberts. And Roberts takes a big hit too. So the running back duo for the Sharks getting active. 2nd and inches. From the 28-yard line. Pass. And it is caught again. Another good play by Landrum. He's been about as sure-handed of a wide receiver as you could ask for. This one fired and completed, gain of 6 before he's ushered out of bounds. And that will be the end of the 3rd. So as we get ready for the 4th quarter of play, we're looking at these two running backs. It's been a very heavy rushing game, especially for the FCS Northwest Sharks. But we will see what they can do. 2nd and 4. Fired. Complete. Touchdown, Sharks. Able to punch it in. And the PAT is up, and it is good. So 28-35. This one booted deep. Returned by Miller. And he'll break a couple tackles, but only get out to about the 21-yard line. Still a 7-point lead for the Lobos here. Dampier. Doing some maneuvering. Fires. Finds his wideout. who's slicing upfield all the way to about the 45-yard line. A big completion to Hunter, and that's good enough to move the chains. Handoff to Henry, and he is hurting. Powered forward for a gain of 7. And it looks like they're going to try to take him out of the game and bring in Eli Sanders. Now, breaking character, this was really embarrassing. I did not realize that Eli Sanders was listed as the fullback until. So you're just going to have to watch me eventually realize that and then do some more maneuvering around. So I know that now, and I can fix that now. But yeah, whoops. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So able to sub him out. 2nd and 3. Handoff. Dampier goes to Sanders, and the fresh running back will pick up a fresh set of downs, gain of 4, and good enough for first down yardage. Dampier hands the ball off to Sanders yet again. Broken tackle, couple broken tackles, and a good run by Eli Sanders. So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. They're going to fake the handoff to Sanders and fires, caught complete. That's Luke Wysong yet again. Another catch for Luke Wysong. He's been fantastic for them all day long. Handoff up the middle, goes to Sanders, breaks a tackle, and finally brought down after a gain of 4. But Devin Dampier has been moving the ball all drive long. Another handoff to Sanders. They are using him and abusing him, and he, in turn, is abusing this Sharks defense. Out comes Andrew Hendry again. This one taken by Dampier himself, and he will get caught up, and they're going to go for the field goal here. Take your points, push it to a 2-score game. This one up, and it doinks off the upright, but it will go through. So a 10-point lead now for New Mexico, 38-28. Boudadi, Bullock, back to return, and it is taken down. So 17-yard line is where the Sharks will start. Chaney, quick completion, gains about 4, and they're going hurry up here. A 2-score deficit and not a lot of time to work. Still have all 3 timeouts, though. Empty set for Chaney. Looking, fires, finds his man Landrum across the middle of the field. So 1st down yardage, as there was an injury to Keeney, the defensive tackle for the Lobos. This one knocked away. So a close call for the New Mexico Lobos defense. Pressure coming. Chaney dumps it off, almost intercepted. And it looks like they're going to keep Keeney off the field for a little bit longer. But 3rd and 10, pressure coming. Lets it go. And this one is intercepted. Taken away. A huge play there for New Mexico's defense. Get a stop, get off the field, and get the ball right back to your red-hot offense. Dampier motions the tight end from left to right. Hand off to Eli Sanders. He powers forward in the first timeout called by FCS Northwest. So 2nd and 1. The Sharks trying to get the ball back. And Lobos trying to make sure that does not happen. And another handoff, another first down for Sanders. He has been fantastic for them all game long since he came in early on this quarter. And they're just going to try to run this clock out. Dampierre. Pitch toss to Sanders. Sanders has a hole. He has a lane. Sanders down at the 1-yard line. Look at Eli Sanders showing off some of that speed. Tried to dive in, but he was knocked down. So 1st and goal. Dampierre. Pitch outside to Sanders. Eli Sanders into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos. And Sanders is rocking them to sleep. Kick is up and good. It's 45-28 with 2 minutes left. New Mexico. Boots this one deep. Bullock back to return. Slicing through up to about the 21-yard line, but they do not have that much time to work with yet. This one. Cheney dropping back, fires, and unable to hold on to that one. So 2nd and 10 now for the Sharks. Pass caught by Yearwood. And Yearwood able to get them first down yardage. All the way out to the 41 before he's brought down. Cheney. Looking, scanning, fires, dumps it off in the middle of the field. But they have to continue to hurry up, even after moving the chains. Looking back to the sideline. And back to throw now. This one caught. And another first down as they continue to pick up the tempo. They have to score multiple times in order to even stand a chance in this game. That's another completion with the clock continuing to run. They're out of timeouts here. So they can't stop the clock without a spike. And that one is dropped. So 3rd and 3 for Cheney and this Sharks offense. About a minute left to play. That one fired complete. 1st and goal, Sharks. At the 7-yard line. Cheney is brought down. A huge sack in that situation. Puts it at 2nd and goal. And they're going to have to move quickly. And they're going to spike this one. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Sharks. Cheney. Looking around, scanning, and he will fire this one out of bounds. So 4th and goal, last chance for the Sharks. Cheney throws this one to the end zone, and it is caught, but it is out of bounds. Couldn't get a foot down in bounds. And they are just going to take a knee and kneel out the rest of the clock. And week 0 will end in a victory for the New Mexico Lobos. They improve to 1-0 on the season. Always good to get your first victory of the season with a new coach. and Victorious will win his first game. And now we're going to get a chance to hear from head coach Victorious and his Victorious Lobos.
Yeah, I'm ready to take any questions. Any questions?
What were your thoughts on the quarterback's play?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Devin looked fantastic out there. I mean, he's really impressed in practice, so it's no surprise that when you actually go out on the field, you guys are finally getting a chance to see what I've been seeing all season long. That kid has got some talent. Uh, back there.
Defense let up a lot of points. How do you plan on addressing that?
Yeah. So, uh, first things first. Uh, the Sharks had a lot of talented players. Yearwood, that guy is going to tear it up against any of their future opponents. But I'll be working mostly with the defensive line. When the run game sort of falters like that, um, that's really what we're going to be focusing on moving forward. As for pass defense, I think we did relatively well. Again, you have to realize, it's week 0, right? We haven't even had the full sort of prep time that a lot of other teams have for a week 1 game. So we're still learning. We're still getting there. But I'm very impressed. Starting out 1-0 is better than you can say about half the other teams. I only have time for one more question. You in the back.
Your next game is against a ranked opponent. Does that affect your game plan?
Uh, Short answer, yes. Whenever you're playing against any team that has a lot of expectations, like our next opponent does, there's always going to be that sort of mentality, that drive that you want to be that team that plays spoiler. When we're facing off against Arizona next week, it will be a road game. It will be a hostile environment, but I will try my best to make sure that our players are ready and that we'll go out there and we'll put up a darn good fight. All right, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys liked episode 2 of the series. They take a lot more effort to make than I was anticipating, so that is why it has taken a little bit for this episode to come out. But now that I know the process, it should be a little bit easier to actually put them out. If there's anything that you would like me to change about the format, please let me know in the comment section down below. I want to make this series as enjoyable for you guys as it is for me making it. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy, like the video, share it with your friends, comment down below if you liked it, if you disliked it. I would love to hear some feedback. But that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.